implementation facilitated flexible, self-paced learning, enabling you to study anywhere and anytime.
So how was the CCTV implemented in the given scenario? So from this scenario, there are students who are walking the hallway and saw the CCTV. So it allows for monitoring for school grounds and hallways, enabling staff to identify potential safety hazard or suspicious activities promptly. So in case of incidents, accidents, or disputes, CCTV footage serves as an objective evidence to support investigation and ensure first resolutions.
So in tablet, how was IT implemented in the scenario? So tablet device, the tablet was served as a portable to use in studying, as in textbooks, and also in online researches, and also there are apps that we can use to study.
Classroom presentation, the television was used in the visual aid to support the speaker's message. It was likely connected to a laptop or USB device displays slides or videos or other media that made the presentation more engaging and more easier to understand. The presenter used it to highlight key points, show images or clips related to the topic, and guide the audience through the flow of the presentation. It helped capture the students' attention and make the information more clear and memorable. Overall, the television played a supportive role enhancing the learning experience by combining both visual and spoken content.
So let's proceed to the how LED implemented in this scenario. LED implemented in this scenario is used to display information for the schools such as achievements, announcements, updates, and yeah.
So for the second question, so if IT were removed in the observed setup, what possible manual processes would have taken place instead? So if IT were removed from the setup, possible manual processes for studying might include a physical textbook and notes. So students would rely on a printed materials like handwritten notes and textbooks. So also face-to-face lectures. In person, lecture would be a primary source of information.
So if the CCTV was removed in the observed setup, so these are the following manual processes could have taken place instead. First is the physical monitoring by personnel. So a person would need to be physically present to watch and observe the area or activity in real time. Second is manual recording using pen and paper. Observers would write down incidents, movements, or behaviors they observe instead of having video footage. The next is taking photos manually. A person with a camera could take pictures at a certain times to document activities. Then last is use of mirrors. In some places, convex mirrors are used to manually extend the field of view without electronics.
So if IT were removed in the said setup, what possible manual processes would have taken place instead? So number one, there would be a group study where students do brainstorming and combine their knowledge as what they know. And next they would do manual notes where while the teacher or the CI is explaining the lesson, students would take notes. And lastly, they would do a library research where they go to library and look for books in their related topics or research and that's the time where do they chat notes.
So now let's proceed for the LED. If the LED were removed in the observed setup, the possible manual processes that might have taken place instead would include the first is the manual lighting using a bulb and switch. Instead of an automatic LED, someone would manually turn on a regular light bulb and switch to indicate something like power status or a signal. And then second is using visual indicators like flags or signs. For setups involving status indication, people might use colored flags or signs to represent different conditions. And the third is regarding observations manually. Instead of the light automatically showing when something is active, someone might watch closely and note change by hand. And then lastly is the using mechanical indicators. Small mechanical devices like instead of light and signals.
We will now proceed to television. So if television hadn't been there during the presentation, things would have been a bit more old school. The presenter would probably have to use a whiteboard or chalkboard to write down key points or draw diagrams by hand. That can work, but it takes more time and might not be as clear as or engaging. They might have also prepared printed handouts so everyone could follow along, or just explain everything verbally, which can be harder for students to stay focused on, especially if the topic is complex. Another option could have been using posters, charts, or physical props to make things more visual, though that takes a lot of preparation and isn't as flexible as using a screen. Basically, without a TV, the presenter would have to get a bit more creative and hands-on to keep the class interested and make sure the message came across clearly.
So for the last question, what advantages has observed and how about the disadvantages? So the advantages for the cell phone is increased accessibilities, study materials and lectures can be accessed anywhere and anytime, and the flexibility. Students can learn at their own pace and review material as needed. For the disadvantages, technical issues like connectivity problems, hardware malfunctions, or software glitches can be disrupt in learning, and distractions. So digital devices can be destructive, leading to decreased focus and productivity.
And for the tablet, what advantages have you observed and how about the disadvantages? So in the advantages, organization, digital tools can help students stay organized and manage their time more effectively. Collaboration, online platforms enable students to connect with peers and instructors remotely, like Google Meet or Zoom. They could do a Zoom meeting or online class. And personalization, digital learning can be tailored to individual learning styles and needs. And for the disadvantages naman, dependence on technology. Students depend only on technology. For example, students only rely on ChatGPT, Google. They don't do their research now. They are just going to ask these questions on this platform and it will give them the answer na lang. And equity in access. And not all students can access the tablet that they have. They don't have the budget or the amount for that tablet. And for lastly is cyberbullying and online safety. Students may face online harassment or safety concerns. Like for example, in online platforms, they can experience some cyberbullying and they can be hacked in their platforms.
So what are advantages and disadvantages of television? The advantages of television are better engagement, clear communication, professional touch, and time saving. So for example, in better engagement, the TV grabs students' attention more easily, especially with visual, like videos, images, or colorful slides. Next is disadvantages, which are we have technical issues, over-reliance on technology, limited interaction, and accessibility concerns. So in technical issues, TV relies on electricity. TV relies on electricity and compatibility devices. If something doesn't connect or there's a glitch, it can disrupt the whole presentation.
Advantages and disadvantages of LED screens. So first is the advantages. First is the high brightness. LED screens offer excellent brightness, making them visible in various light conditions, including outdoors. Second is energy efficiency. LEDs consume less power compared to traditional display technologies, reducing energy costs. And the third is the better color accuracy. LED screens can produce vibrant colors and deeper blocks, enhancing the overall viewing experience. And then fourth is the slimmer design. LED technology allows for thinner and lighter displays, making them more aesthetically pleasing. And then the fifth is the longer lifespan. LEDs have a longer lifespan compared to traditional black lighting methods, reducing the need of frequent replacement. And then the number 6 is wide viewing angles. Many LED screens offer wide can be more expensive than other display technologies, especially high-end models. And the second is the potential for burning. Although less common in modern lens screens, static images can sometimes cause permanent image retention. And then the third one is the blue light emission. Lens screens emit blue light, which can cause eye strain and disrupt sleep patterns if used for extended periods. Fourth one is the screen uniformity issues. Some lens screens may experience black light bleed or uneven lighting, affecting image quality. And the fifth one is the environmental impact. While lenses are energy efficient, the production and disposal of lens screens can have environmental consequences. And lastly, the refresh rate limitations. Some lens screens may have limitations in refresh rate, which can affect motion clarity and fast-paced content.
So for the last question, so here are the advantages and disadvantages of CCTV or the closed circuit television system. So for the advantages, we have the crime deterrence. The visible CCTV cameras can deter potential criminals from committing crimes knowing they are being recorded. Next is the evidence collection. Recorded footage can serve as valuable evidence in investigations and legal proceeding. Then next is the employee safety. CCTV can help ensure the safety of employees in workplaces, particularly in high-risk environments. So let's proceed into these advantages. So we have here the privacy concerns. CCTV surveillance can raise privacy issues, especially if cameras are placed in private areas or monitored excessively. The next is the cost. Installing and maintaining CCTV systems can be expensive, particularly for high-quality systems with advanced features. The next is the false sense of security. Relying solely on CCTV may lead to complacency, potentially overlooking other security measures. The last one is the data storage needs. CCTV systems require storage for recorded footage, which can lead to additional costs and management challenges.
What's up, mga kabayan?
So that's it. This is Miss Cynthia. Diba? So that's all for our IT report. So this is our presentations in different IT technologies here in our school at Basilan State University or Basilan State College. And I am their leader, Mark Jace Obaliscao, and with me is...
I'm Nene Calpalin.
I'm Parima Kabsha H. Jumdail.
Hanali Daldegamo.
And I am Jilan F. Andao.
And that's it. Thank you so much and God bless.